when the anti-Trump forces aren't even good enough to win at home? Because it must feel like they were playing a home game when they go before Judge Tanya Chutkan. But she is not having their argument that President Trump can't freeze executive branch spending and lay off many workers. Her comments really make it sound like these folks should start respecting elections and the Constitution. She's really not going to rule in their favor and stop Elon Musk and Trump from doing what they want to do. Do you think that the other side will realize that they have to really focus on battles they can win? Because they're not winning this one.
I mean, I'm not going to try and predict what the left is going to do. And I think they are going to keep trying to push back. They're going to keep filing lawsuits. They're going to keep kicking and streaming on this one. But it really is telling to see Judge Tanya Chutkan, a judge that has been very, very essentially clear in how anti-Trump she is, that she is saying, hey, we have to follow the law in this situation. We have to look at what precedent says. And what the president is doing really might be within his legal bounds to do. I mean, we are seeing that something that we haven't seen, I don't know, ever in the course of history, certainly not in my lifetime, which is a president who is set out to actually shrink the size of government. I mean, when was the last time you had an administration that actually made government smaller and didn't just balloon and balloon and balloon the federal government? This is really unprecedented territory that we're in. But if you think, all right, for years and years and years, the president has been able to grow the government. So why wouldn't the president have the authority to also shrink the government? And I'm very curious to see today, if we get that final decision from Judge Chutkan. I think it's very, very likely. She's indicated so. But at the same time, I would say, don't get your hopes up that this is the final legal struggle here. This is going to continue. We're going to continue to see lawsuits around this because it is, of course, a very controversial issue because it's really an undermining of so much of what the far left has tried to do for so long, which is increase the federal government and create more bureaucracy. And Trump has put his foot down and said, no more, we're cutting that off at the knees. And that is obviously making some people very, very angry.